Okay. I have changed a few things about how I'm streaming, so I'm hoping that you guys will get some good footage. It doesn't tell me I'm dropping anything, so I'm gonna keep at this. I've only changed things very slightly, so I'd be surprised if they don't work. All right. Okay. Should be able to see everything you guys might have questions on. And this is my Valentine's tattoo part 1. I'm curious to see if people are going to guess what's going to be inside the TV. That will come on later. So feel free to guess. If somebody does get it right, I will say that they are right. So this is a very simple television made up in Illustrator based on a specific TV from something in pop culture. Something from the 90s. All right. Just getting on my gloves here, and we'll get started with the basic line art. It's not going to be especially detailed. It's very focused on the line art of this, and then the inside drawing will be the focus. But I'm going to lay that on after I get this in so I don't lose my stencil. Okay. So we're doing lining. All right. So how am I going to attack this? I guess just go from this section up. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, overspray. I'm going to turn down the voltage just a tad. Should be good. Yeah. Do we have a guess as to what it is? No, no guess. All right. If you happen to guess what the TV is going to have inside of it, what this is from, well, let me know. Right. Cut. It's always hard to know which line's going to be best to start with. Ah, all right. I'm gonna have to alter it. Something pushing under my skin. All right. I'll have to alter the design just a little because I messed up. Oh yeah. Mm. I wish this was real skin. You don't have floppy skin on a real person. You can't really keep this taut like real skin either. Not as well, at least. Need to stop pushing down as hard, probably. Okay. The last lines, and then I can wipe down. Okay, I'm sure there's gonna be lots to clean up here. Got my trusty cleaning solution, which is green soap. Is this stuff, which I then dilute with water in here and spray down. Now I know I made some mistakes already, so I'll have to figure out how to add them into the design a little better. The lines I'm wanting much thicker, so these are just layout lines. They'll be getting bolder and better in a second. I've never been able to figure out how to get anything in with one line on fake skin. If you know something, please let me know. I'm just following the recommended speeds for this machine that I have, Dragon Hawk Rotary, and putting the needle to the depth that I've been recommended, but I would totally take on board other people's recommendations if they have them. Right. Yeah. All right. So yeah, there's serious problems. Let's go. Ah, it catches again. So weird. Why is it doing that? Same spot. I wonder if that's a failing of the fake skin, like a spot that's different consistency. Hmm. It's gonna be hard to figure out how to make that look like it's not a mistake. See how it grabbed it here? Just pulled my needle. Oof, I'm not having a good day. Again, if anybody can guess what's gonna go on the inside of the TV, let me know. Hmm. Text. Let's see. Where do I buy the practice skin? I buy it on eBay. Was the last place I bought. I bought a 30 pack for $25, free shipping. It's really not special. It's super cheap stuff, less than $1 per skin. It's about 2 millimeter thick. I don't buy expensive stuff because I'm only practicing right now. Once I have an apprenticeship and I'm making things, I would consider a higher quality skin just to see if there's a difference. But honestly, I don't know if there's a difference between the expensive stuff and not right now. So if I can work on this stuff, which is crap, then I figure I'm not doing too bad. I do have a fake hand arm that I bought a while ago. I have just not been brave enough to use it yet because it was like $25 and it was an investment and like a goal that I wanted to try and reach. So, we'll see. Okay, so I have messed up a few places, quite honestly. If you've not been able to tell, it's probably just because it's so far down here. I'll show you my mistakes. It caught here along the edge. It caught down here at the bottom. It caught along here on this element there. So I'm debating on what kind of designs I could add to it to kind of mask that. I'm thinking some stippling shadowing around the edge. I will just keep thinking about it. What's going to go on the inside is still a mystery if anyone has a guess. It's based on something in pop culture in the 90s that I love. And sort of has to do with Valentines, being that it's a day for lovers. Let's see, how many more passes should I go? Trying to decide how finished I'm going to have the TV before I add in the stencil that goes inside the TV. Because I can always add more later. It's worse if I were to add too much now and it would detract from what's going to be on the inside. Does that make sense? I might just blacken in a few more areas for sure, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so when I was first buying skins, I was buying them on Amazon, but then I realized it was the exact same thing as the places online on eBay that were cheaper. So Amazon's fine, you know, if you need something the next day. But if you can wait a week or something for something through eBay to come through, I would suggest there for price wise. Or trying some place like AliExpress, because these are all made in China and you can buy direct from China that way. I have bought some of these cheaper needles that way to practice with. But I've not bought skins that way because I usually need them right away when I realize I'm actually down to my last one. I do a tattoo video. So I haven't ordered that way, but I'm sure that it's possible. Again, I am no expert here. I am just practicing, trying to transfer what I know about drawing into tattoo and understanding how to use this machine. But with every tattoo, there's something I am learning, and I'm trying to push myself with straight lines on this one because that's terribly hard, let alone that it's even harder on a real person. And this is just on my table, so. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a break, have a little lunch. I'm gonna debate on what I'm gonna do for the outside, but I can do that last. So I'm not gonna put anything down as I'm thinking about it. And then I'll come back with my stencil for the middle and really focus on that. It's gonna be stippling, so just dots continually. Right now I'm still using my 7 liner RL for everything so far. I might, if I have any 5 RLs, move down to that for the inside. 3s would be way too tight and too complicated unless this was much smaller. If this whole TB was the side of the inner tube here, then yeah, the 3 RLs would be great for that. But I need to make things bigger for you guys because it just gets too tiny otherwise. If this was on a person, yeah, I would expect it would be more like that size, you know, to be on a person. But for the purposes of fake skin with the video, so you guys can kind of see, this is a little large maybe for what most people would consider. So since I'm going to step away for at least a half hour as I have lunch, maybe a little more because I still need to make the stencil for the middle, but that's not going to be hard because I just hand stencil, so no biggie. I'm going to wipe it down completely because you can see how the ink really kind of starts to take hold. And if you leave something like this with ink just setting on top of it, it will embed itself badly. It's already doing that in a couple spots, which I might have to come with my ink away to later on. So again, this is just the beginning. I'll be back in, I'd say about 45 minutes with the rest of the tattoo. I have gotten it from Amazon. I currently get from eBay. I can post a link in the description as to who I was buying from. It's someone in California, and I got it like 30 for 25 or something like that, with free shipping. So it ends up being like less than $1 a piece. So it's not a huge investment for the amount of fake skins that you get. So okay, if you guys want to leave your ideas of what the rest of the tattoo is going to be, it's still got a lot of work on it, but I need to break for lunch. I just started this quickly so that I could get started today. I didn't have time earlier today. So, all right, I'll be back in a little bit.